Live coconut. Hello, hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's a party. It's our 1 million party. Welcome, everybody. I'm so freaking excited to be here. Celebrating 5 years of friendship and perseverance and over 1 million fucking podcast downloads, which is amazing.
Fuck yeah.
So fucking congratulations to us. Welcome to our party. Hello, hello. I'm gonna be your party captain, Celeste Conowitch.
I'm normally your moon elf warlock Arna Delathil, but tonight I'm just gonna be Brittany Quintero.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm going to be playing your whiny woman today as I do this very quickly.
And I am Nassim, normally your human monk, Cyanor. And cheers, I am your wine partner.
Yes. I mean, I gotta be drinking rosé. It's the drink of the maidens. Cheers, everybody. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the party. Wow.
And I am your booze hound barbarian, Kara, aka Sage.
Wow, okay, so half of us said, I guess I'm a dungeon master too sometimes, because somebody else said their title, but welcome everybody. Tonight, we are not playing Dungeons & Dragons. Tonight we are just chatting, which you can see from our Twitch panel. I think, yeah, we just honestly needed some time, I think, and with the world the way it is, just to like relax and hang out and be together. And we do have some like fun, question and answers that we'll throw out through the night, but most of this is going to be reminiscent and awesome stuff. So if you all have a question over the course of this, feel free to, throw it in chat. Just caps question so we can see it, because we're going to be laughing and stuff. So
I also want to say I personally encourage non-D&D related questions.
Oh, yeah.
some of us aren't encyclopedias on the game, so I'm happy to talk about anything else.
Oh, yes. No. These questions have to be really selfishly about us. So about our characters, about our podcast. We don't want to talk about D&D the rules, because it's just our rules tonight.
You can send me a private message and
Yeah.
I will answer any rules questions you might have.
I'm our resident scholar.
Yeah, Sage has got you. Oh wow, Cara Bear had a really sad margarita with dinner. I'm so sorry,
Oh.
but welcome. We will bring you that tequila spirit. I promise.
Truly.
Tequila.
Spirits. Oh my gosh. How are you all doing? I feel like we haven't hung out in like a room or just hung out in so long.
I know. We with the pandemic spoiling some summer plans, and it feels like it's been a long time since I've seen y'all's faces in person. Like, are you even still real?
I don't know. I
Maybe.
hope so. I honestly
Yeah.
couldn't tell you.
But Katie's getting married soon, so we're all gonna definitely show up for that.
Yes.
Woo.
Hell yes.
Very excited to party together, especially wedding party. That's the best kind.
That's
It is, especially because nobody's gonna have to worry about driving anywhere.
Yes.
Mhm.
But Katie, have
yeah.
you worked out in the budget if it's an open bar yet, or do we need to bring drinks?
I would
Should we
not
bring our
have
own?
a large wedding if it wasn't going to be open
I
bar.
know,
I
I know.
refuse.
Mhm.
Yes.
Somebody was
Um,
talking on Twitter the other day. They were like, "Wow, how can you spend like $120,000 on a wedding?" I was like, "Open bar, top shelf, boom,
Bars.
there's your budget."
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
$80,000 right there.
I don't even think that my fiance's parents would come if it wasn't an open bar. So
Yeah.
even if I can't afford it, they'll be like, "Oh, we'll handle that one. Don't worry."
It's
You
our
found a
gift.
good family.
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
Yeah.
Oh man, what are you all drinking? Tell us in the chat.
Yes, tell us.
Woo!
Many
Katie,
congrats to Katie. That's so nice.
I'm gonna come to your wedding dressed up as Cara. I just want you to know right
ahead.
now.
Whoa.
Will be thrilled. I'm actually going to my friend's wedding and there's like this big dragon sculpture and I told him, I was like, what if I came dressed as my D&D character? He's like, please do not do that. I was like, what do you mean? How am how have I known you since college and I didn't know that you were this type of person?
We just turned your wedding into our party again, coming as our characters.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you guys are all there, we're going to need to play a game of D&D while you're all there.
Yes.
No, you know how like it's like the trendy thing now to have your bridesmaids and groomsmen do a dance together and shit like
What?
that.
No.
We
know
choreograph a
that.
fight scene
Oh
with
my
as our
God.
character.
I'm here for it.
Just like get a sweet mix that's like roll for initiative, and then you all like run in like crazy people, and I'll be like, those are my friends.
Yes. Okay. Well, chat, decide who do I get to be in this fight? Which NPC would you want me to be in a choreographed fight at
We
Katie's
all fight
wedding?
you because you're Rem,
Whoa!
obviously.
You're
Wow.
always Rem now. You were Aaron briefly, but now you got
Forever.
Rem.
I got Rem. Okay, so I'll fight all of you at Katie's
The
wedding.
only, I think the only other
Good luck.
person I personally would like to see you like cosplay as or play is probably Chance.
Yeah.
Woo!
I like
could rock
him,
it.
and
Blue
I'd like
boy.
him to be around more too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
everybody
charming.
in chat, there will probably be lots of spoilers in this conversation. So if that's something you
yeah.
are sensitive to, we will do our best to be like, this is a big spoiler. But I mean, we have 85 episodes.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I was
boy.
thinking about it the other day. I was like, maybe Farrah just like Southern accents. Maybe that's it.
I will.
charming, you know?
Can relate.
Yeah, I will say with confidence, Southern is one of my only accents that I'm like 100% can do. So maybe my confidence is selling it.
It could be. It could be. So much confidence is really what she's driven to.
Yeah.
A man who paints his church salmon. I don't know how much more confident you can get.
It's a look.
It's a fucking choice, man, and he's owning it.
Hell yeah. Okay. My webcam is like mirrored and it's freaking me out. So I'm going to investigate that.
Well, I want to say one more time now that we're all wearing our crowns. Thank you very much, Kelly, the green mer-dragon.
Kelly, you're the
crowns are
best.
stunning. And I mentioned just before we went live that I recently watched all of and finished She-Ra, The Princesses of Power, and that's why I brought it up, because I needed a crown right now, because I'm all about princesses at the moment. So this is giving me life, and it's kind of bringing us all together in my head that we all have our own crown.
Yeah.
So thank you.
The detail on this, the individual character.
Yeah,
detail
it's
is
I
just
mean, all these tiny little
real
beads,
fucking
Kelly,
nice.
I don't know if you need work, but everybody out there,
should
God, hire Kelly to make these for
And damn,
hand wrapped, handmade.
she's efficient. You like whipped these out. You're
yeah.
like, here's another one. I was like, oh, thank you.
Truly a goddess.
When you texted me, Katie, that it had shown up in my mailbox, I was like in the middle of doing an email wearing my nasty sweatpants, and like the really scary top, you know? And I fell out of my chair. I ran outside with no shoes on to my mailbox, and picked it up and immediately put it on and wore it for the rest of the day in my nasty sweatpants. So
I really want you to post that
The
pic you sent to
picture.
us right after you put it on, because that picture is the
funny.
essence of Celeste.
Okay,
I
will
I'm
get it.
looking at your picture on my phone right now. Now that I think about it.
All right, I will go ahead. I'm going to email it to myself and pop
Oh
it
yeah,
up
that's
here
gonna be
for
your
everybody.
caller ID picture. I know you
Yes.
never call me, but still.
That's what I want to think of every
I
time.
could call you. if you want.
Just so I can see the picture, yes.
Okay.
Hey, does Kelly have an online store? Is there like an Etsy or like a
Green
Big
Mer-Dragon,
Cartel?
tell us. Do you have
Do
no
you?
Etsy store right now, but they take commissions via Discord and Twitter DMs.
Word.
Yes.
So another reason to get in our Venture Maidens Discord server if you aren't already there. Though I feel like
What's
all these
the-
fine people probably are.
And Cage and Kelly and Flower Crown Gaming all do a weekly crafting call before they watch us play on Wednesdays. So if you want to get on that good crafty goodness, join our Discord.
Do it,
Make friends.
do it.
I mean, just in general, everybody on there is a fucking treasure. I love talking to you
Truly.
guys every day. You guys are great.
Yeah.
We're a little fam.
Whenever I talk to other podcasters or streamers, I always feel like I'm bragging about you guys because they're always like, "Oh man, people are so this and complaining about this and terrible," and I'm like,
They said a
"Fuck."
weird thing on our thing, and you're like, oh man,
no.
we've
Like,
never had that happen.
We're awesome.
That
Like you all
like-
are great. You all are the light of my life compared to the rest of
Thank you
the
for not being a
world.
weird, creepy fandom. You all are
You
amazing.
all are perfect, beautiful
Absolutely.
angels. Yeah,
If
this
I could
party-
afford it, you'd all be invited to my wedding.
Yeah. This party is honestly as much about you all as it is about us because we wouldn't be here at 1 million downloads if you hadn't come on and downloaded all of our stuff. So we're celebrating because of you all.
You all are 1 in a million.
Wow. You are though.
Blah. But yeah.
Brittle Sister is life. It consumes us.
Yeah.
I love seeing all the tasty, good food recommendations and recipes. Oh.
It's so good. And I love our map that we have of all the restaurant recommendations. Like, as soon as I can go out in the world again, I need to just like take a food trip.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm here for that.
Let's meet up.
I miss going to bars and like reading
Yes.
D&D books was like a weird, I don't know, weird kink of mine. So
That's definitely what Paul and I would do.
My answer is extremely Saya. I very much miss going to the gym.
Whoa, boo.
I'm very- but it's like the only thing I fucking did outside of working from home. That was the only reason I left my house was to go to the gym. And I miss that.
Muffin Man also says boo to the gym. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm trying to figure out how to get this picture from my phone to the computer. Did you know I'm 100 years old, everybody?
Want me to email it to you?
No, I got it. I think
Okay.
I've rigged it.
I believe in you. the
I'm
whole
inside.
time.
I'm in the system. Ooh. Thank you, Mixed Paladin. We have a question above.
Ooh.
Oh, question. Let me find it. Yeah, everybody say question in really big caps because I'm not wearing my glasses.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. Wow.
I can't.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Repost the question.
Can't find
Repost
it.
questions. Yeah.
I
Okay.
promise I'm looking now. I'm not eating. and
Yeah.
drinking.
No. Bephaestus asks, are the Venture Maidens ever going to repay the one dude from like the first episode?
Oh, Charlie Saltman.
Charlie Saltman. Are you ever gonna
Didn't
freaking
we?
pay Charlie Saltman? No, you never paid him. I mean, you did find his daughter though.
Didn't he say that was payment enough?
Yeah.
And then the town threw us a party.
Wait,
so
what did we owe him? Money
Because
for?
you were staying in his inn for free, waiting for a call from the Sisters of Sorrow. Do you remember
Oh.
that?
Oh, yeah. But
Wait.
he was working with the Sisters of Sorrow, wasn't he?
Yeah, the whole
Mm-mm.
thing, the town
No.
was a test, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Charlie wasn't involved at all.
Oh, I think that might have went over my head.
Yeah, yeah. I thought like the whole thing was like, oh, we were here for you.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
okay. If we
well,
ever
we're-
make it back to the keep, Saya will overnight some
Yeah.
gold.
Overnight
I mean,
some
like-
gold.
I mean, shouldn't the Sisters of Sorrow take care of that?
Whatever, they're in
We don't
shambles.
have any money anymore. We bought a staff and some potions.
I mean, I feel like that's like a Sisters of Sorrow expense.
Yeah, they made you
Okay,
guys.
it's
wait.
on them.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
That's a work.
it's on our part of our tab.
Yeah.
Also, since we're on the topic of episode 1, this might be a good time for a trivia question.
Oh shit! Let's do it. Oh my god, you made trivia questions?
Yes. So, for
I'm
the
ready.
people in the chat,
Yes.
if you are the first one to answer this correctly, you will win a set of Venture Maidens branded fucking dice.
Wait,
Keyboards
let me
better be
put up the
plugged
photo
in.
of the dice.
They're so cool, guys. So, what was the fake name that Aaron Shadewalker originally gave to us maidens?
Oh my god. Do any of
Who
you
will it be?
remember? Oh, Life is Bard got it.
Already? Wow.
Yes, Katie.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Katie coming through. Martin.
Oh yeah.
Martin. Do
I
you
don't
guys
think I've ever actually met a Martin in real life.
well do you guys
I
want
don't
to
think it was
know
terrible.
why I named him Martin?
Was it? I don't know.
Because you're a big fan of Martin Short.
That's what I was gonna say.
What? I don't even know who that
Ricky
is.
Martin.
Martin Short?
He's a Canadian comedian.
Oh.
He's an old guard comedy star.
Have you ever seen the Three Amigos?
Maybe.
You would know. That's Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. It's
Okay.
It's horrible,
Classic.
but also great.
Oh my god.
Well,
trying
why
to
did
get
you
this-
name him Martin?
Oh, because at the time I was rereading the Dark Tower series, and the Man in Black is
Oh.
named Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I
I
just
don't remember that.
Yeah,
His name is Martin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Shows up in like the 6th book.
No, he shows up right away.
He's in the
No,
first
his
book.
name.
Oh, his name shows up.
I'm
in
saying
the
his
sixth book.
name.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
doesn't share his name until later.
Wow, I totally forgot that.
Oh no.
He's just known as the Man in Black,
Yeah.
running through the desert.
Oh my gosh, I think I just dropped the screen. Sorry guys, my internet's a little laggy. Oh well.
Lame.
Oh well, super lame. I'm trying to get these dice pictures in here. Katie, to see what you've
Lame.
won. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
They're so beautiful.
beautiful.
And this is like the first of many
Oh,
Venture
a
Maidens
question.
dice sets. Yes.
I found a question from Modernist Penguin. What was the most difficult moment for y'all's characters / to DM?
Ooh.
Hmm.
For
Hmm.
Kara, it was having to say goodbye to her dads because she really believed that if she saved their souls that they might be able to come back to life or something, and she was like holding out on that like little piece of hope, but
Aw.
having to say goodbye.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I like overwrote that beautiful answer with a giant dice picture, but there it is. There they are in the chat. Yeah, hi. I'm doing really good at OBS tonight.
Well, not only I can imagine the difficulty of that goodbye, but also like the fact that you are mind fucked with bullshit dreams and like the things that led up to that. Like,
Yeah, that's a fucking mess.
yeah, that's a fucking mess.
Especially like she was running on such a high, like, yes, I'm here. Yes, I saved them. Yes, my God is looking at me and helping me. Oh, but you can't come to that. Like, fuck me.
I think Saya's hardest moment was probably learning after absorbing Persona, her water elemental, the aftermath of how it affected the town, and like flooding an entire area of the map and displacing hundreds of people. Like coming back from that was her hardest moment.
Yeah, Science definitely really fucked up about that for a while.
Yeah, she beat herself up a lot.
I think Arnadel's was when the change of patrons kind of all came to a head, like because she didn't remember like all the shit that she went through for Dendar, like what like trauma memory wipe. So when that like the whole wiping out an entire village of fucking wood elves, and then like when she had her verbal standoff with Kara, and then just basically like realizing that, and she didn't even know how bad she fucked up until the Raven Queen like returned her memories to her, and she was like, what the fuck? Like I did it, but that's like not. That was pretty fun. I think that was her hardest moment, was just trying to like rectify that.
I still want to know what the fuck the Raven Queen did for 24 hours in your body. We still don't know.
She
Hell no, you
obviously had sex
Can
with
you tell?
Aaron.
Well, aside from
yes.
that,
We are now
can you tell us,
Eskimo
Celeste?
sisters.
I cannot tell you. All things may be relevant.
I mean,
You all
I mean,
got
if we never find out, that's gotta be in a zine one day.
Yeah. Oh my God, by the way, everybody, we got back a print proof of our zine. So, you know, the physical copy that we get to check for errors and stuff. And it is so good. I don't mean to like...
It's really cool.
It's going to be fucking awesome. So anybody who donated at the $10 or more Patreon level, you have an awesome thing coming your way. I can't wait to make more of these and to have a collection of like Venture zines on my shelves. Ugh.
Yeah, they're so pretty. I love it. I think for Farah, I mean, her hardest part came, I think, on the last episode that we had, where she was confronted with a choice if she wanted to head the operation. Because I think until that point, you know, she felt a little bit like a tack on, and she kind of felt like she was filling something that was needed at the time. And she was like, oh, I'll just like stick around and fight with these nice ladies and, you know, heal when needed. And then like, you know, eventually I'm getting out of here though. And I think that in that moment, she kind of realized, oh, this is, I'm in this. And she's really scared of that, because she also just like has fears that she's going to be in this important role, and then when it matters most, you know, for all she knows, like when we were in the Capitol, her powers are going to be taken away, and she's like, great, here I am in this position, but I'm useless to everybody. So I think that she's scared for the future, really.
It is your destiny.
Apparently.
Chosen. Destiny. You've been watching a lot of She-Ra, huh?
So
by
I'm telling
date
you.
itself.
In like 3 days, I finished it.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my
So
God.
good.
I'm so sorry if my screen's being weird. I'm trying to get cool. I'm trying to show you all the Patreon cover, because this is a really fun way to announce who won the cover contest.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, in the meantime,
Yeah.
while Celeste is working on that, another question we got in the chat. When did you first realize that this was going to be a big deal? from Mixed Paladin?
Never. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what that means.
I feel like I don't think it was a realization. I feel like it was kind of separate. Like we started doing this because we had such an amazing time playing with Celeste for that one game that we've all talked about, the 3.5 game. Like we had such a good fucking time, and like we're all intelligent people, so we know good story writing when we hear it, and in that case experience it. So it's really just like, no, this is dope shit, we should share it. Like whether it gets big or not, we're like, this needs to, like, we should do this thing. And I don't know, that's kind of a weird answer. I know that doesn't actually answer it. I guess there was never a realization. It was just like, we just really like what we do. There's no goal with it.
Right. Yeah. Like she said, we've played with Celeste or had her DM us before. I don't know if you have, Katie, had until now had her as your DM.
Mm-mm. No, Katie was the only one I didn't teach how to play D&D.
Yeah, well, I guess the rest of us then, not to exclude you, sorry, Katie, but now you do understand what I'm about to say, is that like we've had these epic games before, and like me personally, I didn't know that wasn't normal when you play D&D.
Yeah, it's like way more like calculated and just like you crunch through
exactly.
it.
I was like,
there's no emotion.
Yeah, when I played with someone else DMing for the first time, I was like, I didn't realize this could be this boring. Yeah, like it was always going to be an epic adventure, but it totally depends on your party and your DM especially. So, I mean, nothing about it turning into anything was ever in my head or realizing it had become anything.
Yeah.
Even with 1 million downloads, that's incredible. I can't really even conceptualize what that looks like or how that happened, but it still just feels like I want to be here because I love playing the game and I love having these people to play it with.
Yeah. And it's dope that other people enjoy it too.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. That's like actually really cool. That's kind of the coolest part about it.
It is. I mean, like, I wouldn't have just started playing Twitch or playing games and streaming it on Twitch if I didn't want to spend time with you guys one-on-one, because you guys are fucking cool too and I love hanging out with you every week. So that's just like an excellent side effect to what happened.
The success is not the intention. It's just that we like what we do and we enjoy it, and it's really fun to share that with other people who also like D&D or games, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a united thing. But I mean, success is dope. That's cool that it's that's a cool side effect.
Yeah.
But that was definitely not the intention.
Can I give my my answer?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I knew this was going to be a big deal from way before we ever published our first episode. I knew what we had was special and powerful and different, and the way we told stories was what people needed and wanted to hear. So I never doubted 5 years ago from day one that we were going to be listened to by a lot of people and have millions of downloads, because you all are fucking incredible, and the stories we tell are not like your run-of-the-mill D&D games.
It's true.
So
I will definitely.
I always knew you were the one.
I mean, what was it? Roll to see how far your panties drop.
Roll for panty drop. Oh boy.
Oh, those fabulous reviews.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'd like to amend my answer, because I think it's the big deal part that kind of like stops me, because again, that's something I can't exactly understand or relate to. But understanding that, or having a realization that we've had an impact, is, I think, when any opportunities that have been presented to us. I think one of the biggest ones was when we were invited to go perform live in Canada, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that could happen. So I think that was the moment that I was like, wow, we've reached so many more people than I could have hoped for.
I'm still bummed I missed that.
At that convention, the moment where I really felt like, wow, oh my god, like something that we do impressed upon people was at that convention, someone coming up to me. I had no idea who they were, and they asked to take a picture with me, and I was like, oh my god, okay.
I would have like screamed him and like, ah! Yes, Of course. Oh my god.
Yeah, we were just there like screaming at each other, like, you know who I am? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever got to sign a PHB. Somebody asked me to sign a PHB, and then the next
Girl,
year
you
at
better
Gen
get
Con,
used
somebody
to
did
that.
it, and I was crying quite openly. I'm sure they
You're
weren't
gonna
scared.
be signing so many books.
Never
very
meet your
soon.
heroes.
Yeah, I just remember, I played with you, Celeste, on Nerd Immersion, and I joined Nerd Immersion and stuff because I had met Ted in a chat because I wanted to play more D&D, and I was just like, yes, I can do this, and yeah, we're streaming, and I'm new to that, but like, finally, consistent games, what every D&D player wants.
Right.
And then you invited me. I was like, yeah, I'll help. I'll jump in. Well, we need an extra player. And I remember when you made the announcement and I just like walked away. I was like doing some stuff. And then I came back and I looked at my phone and I'm used to like sometimes one notification on Twitter. But I got like just bombarded with people. And I was like, wait, what? That was crazy. But I mean, this show is like, it makes me cry. It makes me laugh like my fucking ass off. And it's just so crazy. I can't even, we got invited to D&D Live. I was like, what? What am I doing? Say that again? Let me just reread that again. You texted me.
Yeah.
So
Is this
it's
real?
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The real thing that happens?
Yeah.
I've been holding on to a question for a while.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
From Rage Cage Rugger. What was the most surprising thing that happened? Something that you absolutely did not expect.
In game?
I assume so. I guess in or out of game.
All right. I'm gonna go get popcorn. I'll be right
I'm
back.
never surprised. That's actually not true. You all surprised
that's
me.
I
not
was
true at
about to
all.
call such
Uh,
bullshit on you.
I call bullshit. Yeah, you
Tara
literally
just
tell us
surprised the
after
shit
we.
out of you last time.
I know.
Uh-huh. You're like, you almost broke my game. I didn't know you guys were gonna pull that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I know.
"Well?"
I'm constantly surprised. It's a delight. It's a sheer delight.
All right.
Trying to
You want these
think.
last two?
Oh man, I want to hear what all of you here in the or in the
Like-
chat think is the most surprising moment.
Yeah, I'd like to know what fans were most surprised by.
Yeah, what were you all most surprised by? Tell us. Yeah, Green Murd Dragon. We can screen caps to prove that Celeste is a liar. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. You all have plenty of screen caps.
Oh, your face is a national treasure.
Oh, if we want to all take a moment to think about it, do you all want to see the cover art? The reveal
yes.
for the Venture
Yes.
zine? Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me go ahead and make sure I can say,
Carl and Farah.
make sure I actually credit the artist.
Are you all really
Appropriately.
surprised? Like, do you remember that episode where
I-
Carl met Farah? Dear God.
It's just in the middle of everything. I was just so surprised. Okay.
And
All right.
Farrah's thinking about Chance, and then we got Kara thinking of Isolde. We had to know before anybody got locked.
Okay.
I had to do it.
Are you all ready? You're all ready to see the cover. Bum bum bum. And here we go. The Venture zine, the first ever cover by Alexandra Gorski, who was the person who asked me to sign their PHB at Gen Con. I remember meeting you. You were so cute in your Han Solo costume.
Aw.
And we all fucking love the cover for this. I want it on my wall. I want it on my heart. I want it everywhere.
I want to put this on a sweatshirt.
I know, this is
that'd be
like-
such good.
Oh God. So yeah, thank you, Alex. This is just we all saw this and just desperately fell in love with it. And everyone who did submit in the cover, all of the art is included in the book. So we have full pages for each of you, and those little bios and everything. Thank you all so much. We're just honored that your work was so beautiful and incredible, and all of it is getting included in the zine because it's
There are
fucking
some really
treasures,
amazing
like-
ones.
It's beautiful.
God, you all are so talented. You all are so talented.
Ugh. How'd you get so talented?
I shouldn't have put on eyeshadow because I know I'm gonna be crying by the end of the night. Like, let's just be totally
and now
honest.
Nerd Immersion is here rating.
Oh
Welcome,
my god!
friends.
Hey, Nerd Immersion, welcome! Oh,
Welcome.
you all just missed our cover reveal. Hang on, I'm gonna do it one more time real quick. Hey Raiders, look at our new Patreon zine cover. Banana! Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I really do just want that hanging behind my desk forever. Ugh.
You know how people like change their
there it is.
backgrounds to something that brings them peace? I
Yeah.
just changed my background.
Yes. Hello, Brenna. Hi, Queens. Queen right back at you, darling. Yes, welcome to our 1 million downloads party, Nerd Immersion. Today we're hanging out, just chatting about our history and our story, because we've been podcasting for 5 years and just hit this insane milestone. Yeah, 5 years. Isn't
Holy shit.
that wild?
It'll
It
be
is
5
so-
years on the 2nd of July.
Yeah. This is the longest
That's her
relationship
birthday.
I've ever had, you guys. Wow. Aw. Long
I just
term. You
remember-
all made me believe in monogamy.
Chill, you did.
Oh,
You can stick with one
You're
podcast.
welcome.
You
You're
can-
welcome.
You
to your
can stick with
boyfriend.
one podcast. Oh God.
Great.
Beautiful. Oh, so let's
Do you
see
have
here.
those
What's-
moments that surprised you? Chat. You also have to tell us about your surprising moments.
Yeah.
The ones I had seen so far were Farah and Carl, and Kara and Isolde were the most recent.
Yeah,
ones.
okay, well, yeah, you're just doing drama all over the place.
Sage.
Sage.
Kara's in a weird place right now. Okay.
It's working for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Illithid, Arnadel sacrificing herself for the party in Ashtar.
That was surprising.
I mean, the way you worded that riddle, I was like, oh, I see.
I mean, that was the right answer, but like, wow.
I'm like, damn. I was like, I didn't know. I didn't know if you were going to make me write a new character or not. Like, I was just like, well, that's what I have to do. I was going to say my biggest surprise, it's like half meta and, you know, like it was, I made the decision, but it was kind of a surprise decision, like last minute when Arnadel was like, I'm a virgin. I thought that was a great surprise because I didn't write her character to be a virgin, but you know, that's how the conversation went. And the awkwardness of all of her interactions with Aaron / Martin.
Yep.
It just made sense.
Oh.
So that was kind of a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, Life as Bard said, I was legitimately surprised by the Rem turn. Was anybody surprised by the Rem turn? Or just
No.
the audience?
Not
Wow.
well, not us.
Well, not
Come
Brittany
on, we
and
played with Rem
Sage.
before.
Yeah.
As soon as you named her Rem, I was like, oh. Well, maybe it's not connected.
What about Nassim and Katie? Were you surprised by the Rem turn? Not having met the NPC before?
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing is like that's the reason why Saya wouldn't really believe it was a turn. You know, she's like, there's got to be something else at play here, and so it's kind of like denial for a while. So I don't know. I guess you could call it surprise, but I think I've been more surprised by other things. I don't. It's always the drama stuff though, like. I didn't expect Gidget to break up with Kara for not telling her that she died. I was like, you know, it's understandable when you think about it, but like, oh damn, she died. Hello, and now you're gonna break up with her? She's already been through enough.
I will always
I
mourn
was
that
not a fan of that.
sunken ship.
I can. Oh no, that's not the whole reason Gidget broke up with Kara. I mean, Gidget explained it to Kara, like, hey, like I knew this was a bad idea to be in a relationship with a coworker.
It was very mature.
from
I
the
gotta
start.
say, it was.
Yeah.
It's a very reasonable reason to break up with someone, but
I don't
love,
think so.
love isn't reasonable.
I don't think that's
Truly.
a reasonable reason.
I think it is. No, I
No,
understand that.
I think
There's
it's
enough
a-
going on in the world. You don't need love to mess with it. We disagree here.
I
Yeah.
disagree. I'm sorry if I fall in love with somebody, like it's
But that's
come
the
hell
thing.
or high water, it's unconditional. And
But not
like,
everyone's
it's-
like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gidget
That's the
clearly
thing,
isn't
though,
like
is that
that.
like there's a reasonable thing. You know, there's a logical reason behind it, but love isn't logical. And that's
No.
why I was surprised by it.
Well, I
So-
mean, like, I
Let's look
totally
at her
understand
stats.
that.
Her
Yeah.
Like,
intelligence versus her wisdom. She was gonna make the logical choice.
Yeah.
Artificers, man.
Yeah, Gidget's all about, how things work, and it's all about the pieces, and, if the pieces don't add up or fit in the right way, then it's, sometimes it's better to scrap a project than trying to keep making something work. That just
was
won't.
it not working?
I think, well, and Gidget even said, like, hey, after all this is over, like, we can totally pick this back up, but, like, for now, we just gotta, work together and get through this.
Is Gidget the type of character that can just turn their feelings back on like that?
Gidget was sad. But Gidget was making what Gidget felt was the responsible choice for both of them. So that was the most Life is Bard. That was the most mature breakup I've ever had in this role playing game. So
Truly, same.
honestly,
Did we ever figure out why?
I don't know.
She murdered a bunch of people.
why
when did-
Arnadell woke up covered in blood?
Yeah.
No.
Did we ever really get to that?
No, that's
That
what I
just-
was saying.
That just kind of like, and Arnadell was like, oh my God, what happened? But like, also it wasn't her. And we just got like telltale things about the Raven Queen, and she doesn't really answer my calls. It just kind of leaves me on red.
Rude.
Warlock patrons.
I mean,
That's what
she's
they do.
trapped. She's trapped in a non-dimension. Like, what do you want from her? It's hard.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses and not-
Yeah, like
Let's.
I
I'm
mean,
just
you can-
defending all my NPCs. What else you
she
got?
has the means of talking to me.
Oh man. Yeah,
Surprised by the love shown to a beholder bartender. Surprised by Kara chopping off the leg of a young necromancer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we
These
didn't
are-
want that to happen. I was like, no.
Oh,
And then
we
I
got
did
a-
not want that to happen.
we got a 1-star podcast review that after that episode, somebody was like, "This podcast, they clearly don't like talking to each other, role player feeling. So this is a huge pass for me after murdering an innocent NPC." I'm like, okay, buddy, you should really just listen to
I genuinely don't remember
like
that.
5 more
I
episodes.
don't know either. I mean, some of the 3-star reviews, I'm like, all right, like having a critique is invaluable.
No, I don't remember the
Oh,
NPC or why you cut off their leg. I don't remember.
He was a young
I was in
boy.
like episode 2.
It was Ethan.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Ethan.
Oh,
Thomas.
Ethan.
No, Thomas.
No,
was
Thomas
the
was the
teacher.
librarian.
The old
Thomas was
librarian.
librarian.
Yeah.
Ethan was a troubled youth that he was the
Yeah,
village
mean
outcast, and he was like, well, I'm gonna summon a demon to make them pay. And then he's summoned like a closet, and
Yeah.
we found it
Like,
and we
possessed
killed it
him.
in the heat of battle. Kara's
Hmm.
like, no, you made a wrong fucking choice.
Well, because like I realized he had like when I realized what was going on, I was like, wait, he's not in control of himself right now. We definitely don't need to kill him.
People are saying that we have to bring back Butterscotch because it's everybody's favorite. And
Oh,
she's
no,
one
I
of my
hated
favorite characters
Butterscotch.
too. But honestly, I know
What's Butterscotch been up to?
Fucking hate her.
she's part of the Sisters of Sorrow. She's living it up at the Elysium Keep. She's got her little demon bitch. She's
She's the
stoked.
mascot.
Yeah.
I love her.
Oh my God! Somebody make us a mascot flag with Butterscotch, please.
Oh my
Please, you
God.
talented.
That'll be my new
people.
backdrop.
my
You
God.
little
Behind
car
us.
Even I will
monster.
attempt that. Yes.
I'm not flying that flag.
Who
Yeah.
else could be our mascot?
Fucking Alistar.
Alistair.
Alistar's your baby. Butterscotch doesn't belong to
And
anyone.
be the
Alistar's been there
whole
way
keeps
longer
baby.
than fucking Butterscup, whatever the fuck that
I don't
shit's
know.
name is.
I'm conflicted.
Alistar's been there
because-
since I've been there.
because he's like an OG, but also I love a strong, independent woman cat.
Yeah.
True.
Carbuncle.
Oh, people are also
She's
saying
not independent. She's literally beholden to every. Like she came to the Sisters of Sorrow because she can't take care of herself.
I mean,
She's not independent.
she's got a big fucking demon boy.
Yeah, well, she was stuck in that until we rescued her. Butterscotch needs to be rescued all the fucking time.
Patience. She got there.
Mhm. I'm so mad about this.
Sidebar: Brittany doesn't like cats in real life.
hate cats.
Everybody, so just
Can't
so you
stand
have
them.
some insight. People are also saying that Prudence would make a really good mascot, and that Vlad
Prudence.
would also make a really good mascot.
Oh, Vlad
Oh,
is definitely
yeah.
the mascot of the
Vlad.
Maidens.
Oh
I know,
man.
with your cat.
I was so close once to like closing a commission deal, but this artist got too busy at the last minute. But it was gonna be a weird pinup of Vlad, that I could just hang around.
What?
I put
We
together
need to
reference
see Vlad.
photos. It was what?
When was the last time that we interacted with Vlad? Episode 60?
Last time you were at the Keep, so
Like episode
Yeah,
60?
when we were talking to
it hasn't been 20 episodes away from the Keep.
the air
I mean,
genasi
10.
guy, he was there for that.
Mm-hmm.
Rana?
What's his name?
Rana.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
when we summoned the Fade Tree.
Gabriel.
Yeah, the last time y'all were there.
Mm.
Gosh, so much has changed since you've been back to the Elysium Keep.
But those were simpler times.
I hate all the love for butterscotch. Like, fuck that fucking
We're going through the chat right now, and she's like,
Everyone-
everyone loves butterscotch.
Like,
No, we can
fuck
hear
butterscotch.
Brittany going, motherfucking butterscotch.
You did a fan art of butterscotch. Show us, like,
Whoa, what?
What?
Post, please.
Please and thank
Okay,
you.
I need to-
want that.
Put ice in my wine because it's like 80 degrees in this room. Please, nobody
No.
judge me.
No,
Thank
you do what
you.
you gotta do, girl. That's
If
too
it was
hot.
red wine, I would judge you.
No,
but
it's
since
rosé.
rosé.
I'll
so-
drink it fast enough that the ice won't, oh, it's fine.
You-
Okay. I'll be right back.
We have no judgment here.
Oh, here's a question that we collected from the Discord. If you all had to play as someone else's character for a day, what would you do as them or try that your character can't do?
God, I would
I would
love
want
to-
to rage.
Fuck yeah.
I think Arnadelle has a lot of hatred in her heart, and she like doesn't let it out. And I think she kind of secretly wants to know what it's like to fucking barbarian rage, like straight up.
I would love to play Sae because it just tickles my Midwestern heart. All of her sweet interactions. I'm like, oh, I would love. I have like another character who's very like that, just very like sweet and compassionate at all times, and I'm just like, yes, let's get some cheese curds and let's be nice to people.
That's definitely
Hell
not
yeah.
Kaylee. Who is that?
That's why I didn't say punch people. I said be super nice to people.
Oh, I know my answer for that. Do we have another question?
Wait, I haven't answered this one.
Oh, sorry.
I think mine would be Farah because she's the newest and has like more room to explore both herself and the other maidens. And now that she has this new role of being the leader, I think that would be a really interesting challenge to try to play. So I think I'd want to play Farah and see what I would do as a leader.
I want to know what I'm gonna do as a leader.
Me too.
I'm excited to see what you'll do.
I'm just hoping people didn't get murdered because of me. I'm gonna be real sad.
Hey,
Join the
hey.
club. You'll be one of
Yeah,
us.
fucking chill there. We all have
The maidens
murders
have
on our
murdered a
behalf.
lot of people.
Well,
Whether
people have been murdered because of us without direct.
Oh yeah. We got some elves. We have all the people from Bastard's Breach.
I know, but like these are people we're friends with.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I mean, it's all terrible, but like that's just gonna make me real sad.
Look, murder happens when you work for like an underground mercenary organization.
Murder happens. That's a shirt right there.
Murder happens. D20s everywhere.
It does.
I want to do
question?
the crime show podcast about Venture Maidens. Like I'm the weird white woman who works for like the BBC who investigates the murders that happen
I want to
inside.
do that so badly.
Oh my god.
Who are these sisters of sorrow?
Who are
When will they
they?
be held accountable for their actions?
And all the like Venture
Oh my
Maidens,
God,
like,
I will
mug
totally
shots,
help
like
write
action
that.
mug shots. You know?
More on this next week.
I'll do the fake gagging noises while we overlook the crime scene.
Good. Perfect.
We had another question in chat from Jimmy 0117. of all the guest player characters, which one was your guys' favorite? Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes, Brittany's raising her hand. Hello.
Fucking Ted,
Yeah.
when we were solving Saya's mystery. What was that character's name? What was Ted's character's name?
Lanthier.
Yeah, with
damn
like
it.
the fucking, and he had like a
Bosk.
familiar, the horse or
Bosk,
what
it was a
Bosk.
horse.
Oh.
No, it's a bear, isn't it?
It
It's a
was
horse.
it was a horse in this game, but it
Yeah.
has
Okay,
been a
he's
bear.
played that character.
He's played
elsewhere.
Larenthier in a lot of other games.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
like the blase, like fucking like bored, but killing it with power, kind of like it was just. I was so tickled by that. It was so good.
I really loved playing with Dan Dillon and
Oh yeah,
and his
Oh my
character.
God.
What was his name?
Sothris.
Sothris. Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
That was.
I mean, he was
Damn,
great
that
at
man
playing-
is good at fighting. In D&D.
Yeah.
Also,
Like, everything
he's the
great, but-
nicest fucking person in the goddamn. Like he is just a nice, delightful human being.
Yeah.
That's truly.
But his
Yeah.
character was great, and he was so great at playing him. And Saya was also really drawn to his calm demeanor. It was a very nice presence to have in our wild fucking group. So I think it was exactly what we needed.
Yeah.
So I was very grateful for him.
Yep.
But fucking Randy.
I was about to say, I was like,
gonna say
Josh
Randy.
Parole playing
The
Randy.
horse.
Randy.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I can't like actually pick favorites now because I'm being reminded.
Sometimes
Randy.
Brandy. Sometimes
Brandy.
Brandy.
And then also, I'm sorry, we have to talk about Viridian, Jen's bug
Oh
Bug.
my God.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
for the
my
Halloween
God.
one shot. Come on.
I
would-
was
So fucking disturbed, but so delighted by her.
everything Jen writes
So
and
perfect.
does is just like I love it so much. So I guess that was it. Those were all of our guests. So
I mean that was a lot.
They're all
We love them all. Let's answer the question.
perfect.
I mean we kind of have to
With a
address
trivia
that.
question for a giveaway of a dice set, who was the first guest to ever be on the Venture Maidens?
No, 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 no. Don't you dare, Brandon. Don't you do that to me because I know you actually gonna make it happen. Don't you fucking dare.
We have a few people asking for butterscotch tattoos for Brittany.
Butterscotch
That's
my
what this
God.
reaction is.
That is very funny.
Do it.
That's not funny.
That's what I want. You haven't
If
given
they
me my
give you
sisters
money-
of sorrow yet. I want
Ooh,
butterscotch.
Sorkia.
holding.
Sorkia
Fun
one
story.
got it
I'm
with
actually
Paul.
tattooing the Muffin Man. He drives all the way out from where he lives, which is a long drive, and which is amazing, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Sorkia got it was Paul, but do you remember the name? The original Southern gentleman that featured on this podcast?
Montgomery.
No,
Mm.
you
can't say it.
Oh, sorry.
Who's trivia?
Hey, you win a dice
I'm
set.
sorry. I'm
But
sorry. I'm
Sorkia,
sorry.
Sorkia, you win a dice set.
Sorry. I totally
DNS
fucked
your
that up.
deets.
Ah.
Sorry.
That laughing.
I'm
That's
just
Paul.
so fucking hot and bothered about this butterscotch fucking tattoo thing. Please don't make me do it.
I still need a tattoo from you. I need to get my pins of fate when I see you for the first time.
I know. Oh my god, you all haven't met in real life.
No. I've only
Oh my God.
well, you twice at Gen Con.
Yeah.
And then everyone else once. And it was a delight.
God damn it, we need to get together in real life again.
Mm-hmm.
World, chill out.
No fucking kidding.
Wow.
Well,
At least I have these beautiful
congratulations
LED
on
lights.
those beautiful dice.
Yeah, no, they're gorgeous, and there's so many awesome sets still to come from RPG Dice too. You'll be seeing a lot more of them this weekend at the D&D block party that we're hosting on our channel. A bunch of stuff in the giveaway, so make sure to come and hang out for that too. That's going to be amazing.
Oh, documentary now is so amazing with Helen
Oh,
Mirren.
documentary now is very funny. Oh my
So
God, I'm
good.
so excited this Sunday for the D&D block party to play level 20 Kara. You can't even handle
I'm
the power.
Scared. I'm scared. I'm glad that B. Dave Walters is running that game because I wouldn't want to do it.
What's your build at level 20?
Oh my god, I haven't decided yet. That's what I'm gonna spend Saturday doing. Is I'm gonna be doing min-maxing research and figure out, and I'm gonna write out what my combat turns are, and it's gonna be just like playing 3.5 again, and I can't wait.
You have to post your build on the
oh yeah,
on the Patreon or something.
I will write a thesis on level 20 Kara for you all to read. Magic item decisions, level choices, the whole thing.
Feats. Oh, I want to know the feats.
Yeah, that's gonna be scary. All of you at level 20 would be scary.
Oh my god, this party is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited.
I've never multi-class, so I don't know. We'll see. Next level, I get fucking wings, so I'm not choosing them to multi-class.
Okay, do you just like get them all the time, or like how does
that?
I think
it's like a summon once per day thing. Let's see.
Damn, y'all just be flying around, car on the ground.
Listen, fine. I had my tiefling wings ripped off in another game, so I'm gaining them back here.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, it was pretty messed up.
That was during the version game, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, for all of you who don't know, Katie and I met by playing in Rise of Tiamat together on the Nerd Immersion channel. So our good friend Ted's channel, Ted Larenthier, one of our guests, full circle. Yeah, so wow, that game. I play Leo, who is a bard / fighter and total bro. But he's beautiful.
Leo was great.
Oh god, he's beautiful.
He's so beautiful.
Man, can that man give a speech?
Yes, he can. That's I'm sorry, Brittany, why are you waving your finger?
We have a question that we need to answer immediately.
Okay.
What is it?
Katie asks, is cereal with water instead of milk acceptable?
Absolutely
not. No. Unless you
No.
literally ran out of milk, in which case just eat that shit dry.
Just eat the dry
exactly.
cereal.
Eat it dry.
Why the fuck would you?
Or
you
go
could
to
just
the
go to the store.
You're like, just don't do that.
Why would you do that? I did that once as a 5-year-old, and I remember coming online with a memory that I still have that I will never do that again.
You got us going, Katie. Okay, if you're gonna have cereal, just have your glass of water separate like a normal human, and don't even ask that question to anyone ever again.
I think that's literally the only time that's ever come up.
I gotta say, I did one time do coffee instead of milk. Frosted mini wheats, and that was not that bad.
Okay, I just want to say, hey, the Jenya, you popped in chat. It's Jen. We were just talking about how much we love your weird bug character.
Yes,
from Viridian, our precious baby, who scared me so much.
It was such a joy to finally play with her, because I love listening to D20 games.
Yes.
Wow. I don't know what that means.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so you missed all our bug love, but hello, welcome. Yeah, no, that cereal question. That's just evil.
Cereal and water. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Like leave chat. But don't. So I mean, we're not here to bully anyone.
Here's a
except butterscotch, apparently. Okay.
For all the fantastic locations that we've been to, which one would we like to explore more in game? And Celeste, what was one of your favorite locations to sort of conjure up or play through?
I want to hear all your answers first.
I think my favorite.
The Feywilds.
Feywilds was good.
It was crazy and scary, but I liked the randomness of it, and I think that danger, both myself and Saya are like really drawn to the idea of like facing a new challenge and seeing if I'm really like up against it. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That and the water plane.
I love a good D&D city that's interesting, and so I loved the city of Ashtar. Because one, I studied Japanese for a number of years and am obsessed with Japanese culture. So when I heard like the pagoda style architecture on this like cascading mountaintop, I was like, girl,
misty mountaintop, yes.
This is my mind palace. And I really love the Corellans. I think they're a really cool idea, and I wish we had gotten to learn. I don't know, like see a bit more of them.
I will.
Yeah.
You want a spoiler for the next campaign of Venture Maidens? You will definitely be learning a lot more about the Corellans and the Feywilds. So I'm very glad y'all are going to be stepping sort of on the other side of things. So
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be a Horizon Walker Ranger because that's like one of my favorite subclasses.
It's really good.
That's
And that would be perfect for that setting.
Oh yeah, that was the one shot character I played when we played with Larenthier.
yes.
I think the place I want to explore more is that mummified library.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
better bet your ass, especially like the mummy who ended up being like lovely. Like I really
Says Kratos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arnold wants to get
Bless
to know
him.
Kratos more and definitely spend like weeks down there.
They
Just-
should be pen pals.
Yeah. Oh, she's just gonna visit. She's gonna drop by for a visit. She needs to be on that VIP list where she can just like walk down there, like basically work there, like part time, and like an intern or something. I don't know. She'd do it.
Yeah.
She'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Farah, I definitely think the capital, because Farah is the kind of person who would love to see where she can get in since she's been into the palace and knows people. She's like, man, I'd really love to see. You guys know in Dragon Age where when you're at the Winter Palace, how you can like if you get enough of the Hala statues, you can go into like the secret like smoking hangout den area with all like the nobles. Like that shit exists somewhere, and I know it. And I want to find like all the secret places like that and get in.
So let's put Hall of Statues in your game.
Yes.
Do it. I
We
want
never
to-
find them all,
weird
but do it.
things.
God, there was never enough. No, they designed it so there wasn't enough. So you're just like no. And for me, someone
You have
who's
to choose.
okay, I'm a video game completionist. So much to the point I
Same.
have to go in every single room and every single door and whatever. And I wanted to rage quit when I looked online and I was like, I have all those dungeons and I can't get into all of this is fucked. This is fucked. I was very
I
mad.
always pick to get that fucking locket so that I can have them roll together because I think they're cute. But yeah, that's
Flower Crown Gaming. My crown does look so good, thank you.
It does. All of our crowns look so
They all look beautiful. Yeah, but I mean, I got to see a bunch of you and yours last time, so. I mean,
how do you think Brittany felt? Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
Mine literally arrived yesterday because I don't even want to get into it. It was very frustrating.
Because the mail.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
question. Ooh, from Cage. What recipe would your character or NPC add to the Griddle Sister cookbook?
Ooh.
I wouldn't because fuck the Griddle Sister.
Yeah, that's true.
I still hate them.
Ow.
I don't know
We go
when that
there every
happened or why.
Sunday.
Did you not ever listen to After Hours?
After hours.
No, I didn't.
What
What
Lucky
happened?
Tabaxi.
After Hours.
Yeah.
Fuck the Griddle Sister.
I have to say,
no.
Brittany, Switz asked if one day, or if for 1 million, we would consider coming back and doing an After Hours episode to
Oh,
check
really?
in on Marjorie and Rosemary. So I think
Oh my
one
God.
day we should absolutely. For those of you who don't know, a couple years ago, Brittany and I used to do a show on the alternating Wednesdays, which was the set
After Hours.
set in the Middle Sister Tavern where we played two of the bartenders.
We were cousins of Dee,
Yep.
Valeris's partner, and it was 1 hour of just shit talking.
Marjorie
Just-
and Rose.
Shitty. Actually, fun behind the scenes story.
Yeah.
When we did Venture Away LA, Nassim didn't know that Marjorie and Rosemary were like little bitchy shit talkers. And so when we were doing this, she was like really
She's
confused. and,
like, why were you guys just
are
being
you
so mean
upset?
to me?
Yeah.
because we interviewed Saya and like I think in
Yeah.
real time Nassim was like, wait a second, like what's going on? Why are you being so horrible?
Because we were just
That was-
catty, bad at our jobs.
Yeah, just shitty.
Yeah, that's not Saya's people. She doesn't really know how to
No.
relate.
No,
she's
and then
like,
they were-
I don't think I should be here.
Yeah, they were constantly talking shit about the Venture Maidens, who were like a big fucking deal.
They really talk shit about Arnadel.
Oh
They hate
god,
Arnadel.
yeah.
Fucking
Well, because they
haters.
thought Erin was cute, and then like, what is Arnadel doing? Like, what do you?
Why her?
Why her?
That was part of like Marjorie's like whole thing is that she had a new boyfriend every week.
Yep.
Oh man, that was a good time. I loved coming on and being Ginger.
Oh, my mother. Oh my god, mom.
Making your
Oh,
soul leave your
yes.
body on stream. It was very funny. Oh god.
Oh
You
my
were
God,
just-
you used that voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yes.
did.
That
Yes,
sounds like my aunt in real life.
If
that
you-
was Marjorie's mother.
If you all ever want to see After Hours, all the links to those videos are still up on our Patreon. If you go and look at After Hours, they link you to the private hidden section of our YouTube where you can watch those videos, but it's just a secret for our Patreon donors. So you can always
There you
go
go.
back and relive the hot mess.
The Hot Mess Express.
The Hot Mess
Oh.
Express that was After
Yeah, it
Hours.
Oh,
So good.
Oh,
I have a
delight.
question here from the Muffin Man.
Yes.
What is a food you like that most others don't? His is, or theirs is, green olives, the dirtiest of martinis, etc. Drink the brine and all that stuff. We're
we
right
were
there
literally
with you.
just freaking out about that when we read it because I was like, I specifically order a filthy martini because I want 3 olives and half of that shit to be olive juice.
Give me it salty as hell.
Oh my god, I
No,
literally
no.
drink it
I
out
love
of the jar.
martinis, always lemon, because fuck olives. Get them out of here.
no, I'm with the dirty martini
Mm-mm.
gang.
Yeah.
That's the
Filthy.
only way I'll
Yeah.
drink them.
Martini is the absolute antithesis of me. I could not think of a more anti-sage drink. In the
Burning
wor-
question.
I hate vodka.
I was gonna say,
Um,
burning question: gin or vodka? Gin.
Gin.
Vodka.
Gin.
I do vodka.
Either
Uh-huh.
one.
Vodka
Okay.
with a lemon. Dirty
gin
means
is
how much
vodka.
vermouth
No,
is
in-
in it, not the olive. So
don't like
In
Mm.
vodka, I
Michigan,
don't like it.
we have a Detroit dirty martini, which is we have like this pickle company called
Like
McClure's,
either.
Fuck.
and we'll do pickle juice and then
Ooh,
the pickle, and it's so good.
I love it. I fucking love it. I literally have pickle, like dill pickle on deck so I can drink the juice.
Ooh, yeah, it's
Love
good
it.
as hell. I highly
look at
recommend
that
trying
disgusting.
making one.
It's like gone. There's no
drink-
juice in the jar.
I
'cause
love
drink it.
I love ordering martinis because it's really just an excuse for me to have really cold, a giant glass of really cold vodka, so, without anybody like
Judging you.
passing any shade. So
Yeah,
Very
you give me a
dry,
shot glass.
please.
People are
Also,
like,
if somebody's gonna throw shade for what you drink, like also fuck off, right? Like we're in
Oh,
a
yeah.
bar, we're all drinking. So
yeah, who gives a fuck?
you're really splitting hairs there. So yeah, drink up.
In terms of food things that
Yeah.
I personally love that I know most people don't gravitate towards is just limes and lemons. I eat it as
oh,
is and I dump salt onto it.
watched you
Oh, yeah.
do that
And
so
yeah,
many times.
it's awful for your
Persian
teeth. I
fruit
truly
thing.
have no enamel left.
Oh yeah,
My teeth are sensitive
the
to
little
everything.
Persian fruit
what are
things.
the plums or something that
The
you
green
like that are super
plums.
sour?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I still
green
have to try
plums.
those. I can't find them anywhere. I went to go
Um,
try.
It's up for it's seasonal, isn't it?
It's very seasonal. It's mostly in the spring. You'd be lucky to find some right
Sour.
now.
Like early spring.
Yeah, like
Like,
well, actually, no,
far-
it's kind of late spring. They're
Do-
only around like
I
May.
can't really think of anything.
Do you guys ever? So sometimes I saw a post about this or a meme about this and felt so called out. It was like it's like how you know like your girlfriend's a goblin or whatever, and it's just like a photo of this
What?
woman sitting on a couch like eating a bowl of just shredded cheese.
Oh, hell yeah.
What the
Constantly.
fuck is wrong with that?
No, I mean it's just it was a cute like photo. She's like in the dark like eating cheese by the
Oh, well-
fistfuls. But isn't that okay? I love doing that. I do that
Yeah,
all
I
the
mean,
fucking time.
I'll eat
I
them.
just stand in front of the fridge with the bag, shoving it into my mouth. Who needs a ball?
Dude, I buy them like those giant like Mexican 4 cheese blends, like
Why she gotta
4
be a
bags at a
goblin?
time.
Hey,
It's
she
gotta be
been
a
so
goblin.
long
It's
since I've done
shoveling.
that. I like since I turned like 18, I've been lactose intolerant. So like I miss it. It was so good. I took a lactate for today, everybody.
Celeste hates them too.
Oh yeah, Flower Crown Gaming. Yeah, fuck people who make fun of people who choose not to drink. Fuck that. The people should do whatever the hell they want, and nobody should make fun of anybody.
Are you
Fuckers.
having fun? Great.
Just stop making fun of people.
Stop making fun of people.
Stop making fun of
Stay in
people.
your lane, motherfucker. Stay in your lane. Because it's not hurting you.
Yeah.
And if somebody doesn't want to drink or if somebody does want to drink, none of your motherfucking business. Just let it happen.
Truth.
Like, I go out with friends all the time and they don't drink at all. And they never make me feel bad about drinking. Like, and I don't make them feel bad about not drinking. We just like respect each other and like let it fucking be and have a good time. It's real easy.
There you go.
A. Nichols says, no shame in going all big league chew on a bag of shredded cheese. Hell yeah. Just like shove it in there. Handfuls. If you've ever bought any of my work, chances are while I was writing it, I was shoveling cheese into my mouth. So if you want to buy anything,
You all get that visual now.
anything from me on the DM's Guild,
Yeah,
you know
I
exactly
did
what was in
that
my mouth when I
too.
wrote that.
Except it was
Vegetarian life.
not an entire
70% cheese diet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So good.
So, just like a really visceral thing.
Ooh, here's another
Hold on,
another
what?
question from our Discord. If you were to
Cheese
choose
windows.
if you were to choose a different setting to play in for another campaign, what would you want to play? Like steampunk or sci-fi or western genre? I would
always
definitely
get these
love.
questions when my mouth is full.
Yeah.
One of my favorite film genres is westerns. There are like 3-4 things that I love in television. I love drama. I love British melodramas.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I
Amazing.
love mysteries or like detective shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I love westerns.
Whoa. Yes. Yes.
So I would definitely love to play western. I think the thing that I would want to do the most, because it's just so different, would be steampunk. I would really love to do
That's cool.
1860s kind of pulpy steampunk adventure. That seems very fun.
I really like post-apocalyptic stuff. I think is really cool because you potentially have access to all the stuff that you would now. So I think that's really fun. It makes you be like really creative. Like, okay, like, yeah, I can be like, I'm going to be creative with my spell, but like, what the fuck would I actually do?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I love horror and, anything creepy and spooky with ghosts and things like that. In addition to like true crime stuff, but like I have been playing a lot of that recently and I love it all. So just to like have something else I'd really love to play that I actually don't think I really have is something like pirate themed. Something on the sea, on a ship, and being piratey, which is kind of I think the reason why I made Heronius in our Patreon podcast.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because I think I was just feeling a piratey vibe, and I still kind of am, and I think that'd be a really cool setting.
Hell yeah.
I've always wanted to have a campaign to be at least like a short campaign that took place on water, because I feel like that's such an underutilized area of D&D in general, and so I think that would be super fun.
It'd be perfect for you because you need to know a lot of rules to do that.
Y'all, I've written so much pirate stuff. This is
I know you're blessed. Let's go to sea, y'all.
Yeah, yar. I would love. I want like I'm not even sure what this genre is, but that sort of like Victorian age like mashup genre. Like I was obsessed with the movie League of Extraordinary Gentlemen when I was younger, or like things like Penny Dreadful, like that series where it's like there's the werewolf and the vampire and Dorian Gray like kicking ass, like and the psychic.
So fucking hot. I saw that movie in theater and I had the biggest I don't even remember who the actor was.
Oh, the picture of Dorian Gray.
Whoever played Dorian Gray in the league, I was like, that is a fine looking fucking man. Oh my God. But that was when I was like, what, like 15, 16? I don't even remember that movie came out. Yeah. I should Google it because I want to see if he's as hot as I remember.
Yeah,
that super like pulpy Victorian age stuff.
But it's
I'm
like
a sucker.
you know, and they're all
Wasn't Sean Connery in that?
Yeah, he was Alan
Yeah,
Quartermain.
that's
Yeah,
right.
dude, I loved that
Oh my
movie.
God.
But
I
yeah,
only saw it once.
I don't. What do you even call that genre where you're all just like a bunch of spooky characters working together to kick ass? Like
Alternative.
Alternative. I want an alternative
I would
RPG.
think that's definitely like part of the pulp category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that'd be so
love-
fun.
Kara
Stuart
in
Townsend
space.
played him?
Just the visual.
Oh my God.
So I
Who's
just
Stuart
imagine her so
Townsend?
angry.
He's a fine-looking man.
Okay, we're all looking at Stuart Townsend.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh,
That's
all
right.
of you
He
hanging
did not
out.
age
Thank
well,
you
though.
for hanging out for a 1 million party.
This is pretty extraordinary.
People are loving it. Is it?
He's all right.
He's
I don't think he's that
Like,
cute.
Ooh.
Pinched, tiny mouth.
I'm having
Well-
a good time just chilling right now, answering questions.
I know,
It's
I want it
fun.
to end.
I think we all needed that. I mean,
Yes.
I was planning to keep it going for like 2 hours. We're gonna go till 9:30.
Yeah.
We haven't had a Q&A thing for a long time.
We
so-
haven't.
It's
Ooh,
true.
Katie,
It's
mine
been a
is-
hot minute.
It's
Get
about
that-
once a
that one.
year we do it.
Favorite? Yeah, do we
No.
Oh, we gotta get one from Katie.
Oh, it's from Life is Bard.
Or Life is Bard, sorry. I can't read that far.
We have a question from Life is Bard.
Yes, yes.
It says, favorite of the superheroes / X-Men, answer for yourself, your PC, or both.
For both, Gambit.
Oh,
Fair
Gambit
would-
was so fucking hot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Gambit is fine.
Both of us would do him.
My
If
favorite
you were
was
real,
Storm.
I'd get a pass.
Oh, I mean, he seems the type that would probably be cool. I like with both. Like, you know, I get him on Friday, you get him on Saturday, or vice versa.
Listen,
you know, we can like
I don't
high
care as
five
long
on
as
it.
I get a bite of that pie. That's all.
That's all.
He calls us both share. Like, for fuck's sake. Oh my God.
Don't
I
say
love
that to me, I'm
Gambit.
getting
I was
tingles.
literally like 5 years old watching that TV show, and I was just like, who the fuck is that? Gambit.
Your husband.
That's
Gambit.
me.
I
My
think
favorite Storm.
I'm 5.
for me, for X-Men, okay, for my favorite X-Men, I gotta go with Phoenix, my girl Jean Grey. Oh,
Well, which one?
all of them. That's what
Dark
makes it so great.
Phoenix.
Also, I really, really
hate
love
that movie.
Magneto.
Oh yeah.
I love his story and his arc and his evolution. I think that's just
Also, his power is just very
Yeah.
fucking cool and creative.
and
Yeah.
the fucking Magneto flow. It's so iconic.
Yeah.
My favorite superhero in general is Dr. Manhattan.
Mm,
Oh,
I
yeah, I liked him
empathize
too.
with him on a very deep level. Those panels in that series where he's alone
on Mars.
on Mars and his like contemplative, like philosophical, like
Yeah.
you know, thoughts experiments that he's having, and I'm just like, oh my God, that woke up my 16-year-old brain in a way that nothing else did.
Yeah, okay. I have a lot of favorite superheroes. It's like a list, but they all kind of share the same common theme.
Mm.
But because you just mentioned Watchmen, I'll say Rorschach. Because-
yeah, your Saya is Rorschach.
Yeah, because it's very much this is the right thing to
Yeah.
do. It doesn't
He even
matter the
died for
consequences.
it.
Yeah, like he
And-
would give his life, all that stuff. He'd turn in a friend.
Dude, that like when he like even understood what Ozymandias was doing,
Mhm.
he even understood it and still had to stick to his fucking principles.
Right.
Like
Lawful good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
Lawful
fucked
good.
me. I just had so much respect for
Yeah.
that character, and it's always the thing that I aspire to do myself.
and he doesn't
So-
use weapon. Oh well, it's kind of like a Krav Maga kind of thing.
Mm.
Like he uses his surrounding. So
Mhm.
like he didn't use like special powers. He used
Yeah.
raw fucking.
He was also just a regular guy,
yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Um,
Rorschach was.
Ooh, this question for me is hard because now you are like the superheroes I relate to are very different from the superheroes I like admire and would aspire to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I only
for
have
sure.
one answer.
Because like I aspire to be, a Professor X, like, that's always in control and can take care of everybody, and like, the power of the mind, and they're all centered. It's like how, I really admire Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah.
But I am
just
not
like bald
that.
guys.
I am a Kirk. Like I am a Captain Kirk. Like what am I gonna do about it? Or like X-Men, I really relate to like characters like Mystique, who they are very powerful, and that is channeled by a lot of like how they've been pressured or pressed, and like navigating what to do with that power and the responsibility of having it, and like that's really what I relate to the most, because there have been a million times in my life where I'm just like I get mad about something or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this because somebody told me I shouldn't, or like that
Yeah.
has been,
I
that's
can appreciate that.
honestly, that's one of the reasons I started Venture Maidens, because I was like, I'm gonna do this because fuck men doing this. And here we are.
And here we are 5
5
years
years
later.
later.
Here we are.
I kept slipping mine in because I was too excited to wait. Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Storm. Just ever since I first watched X-Men, like the old 80s whatever cartoon X-Men, it was on TV when I was watching it. Like it was aired regularly. And Storm, dude, I've always loved Storm. I think she is like, doesn't matter what universe. I've like, obviously I like all sorts of different comic stories and shit, like they're great, but I fucking love Storm. I just always return to her, and
Yeah,
she's my
great.
fucking favorite. I love
I think
Storm.
that's like, I do love Storm a lot, and I feel like honestly in D&D my favorite deity is Selene, and I feel like it's because she always reminded me of Storm.
Yeah.
I think she's fucking sick. I love her.
Oh yeah. I mean, even as a kid, I don't even know what it was about watching that show that made, like, obviously I had a crush on Gambit. You would think that I would be into Rogue, but as a kid, I didn't even give a fuck that they were like, Rogue didn't matter. It was like Gambit was hot.
Really
I want to be Storm. Like my logic. And it kind of rings true to this day. Like I still have this like strong affinity to like lightning and electricity and fucking electrons. And that's why Arnadell favors like a lightning thing. That's like straight up from childhood. Like love. I love lightning. We don't get enough of it in California.
I think Storm is the hottest, but I think Mystique is the coolest.
Oh, I love Mystique.
Yeah.
She's not.
I
mean,
identify
Storm's
with
my favorite,
Mystique
but I
more.
love Mystique.
Yeah,
dude.
Well, I love Storm because she's like seen such adversity. Like her backstory is fucking cray. Like
she's claustrophobic.
But she's
which
like
I do have in common.
The strongest bitch minus like Jean Grey, but also like she's so nurturing too. Like I don't know, I love her.
Yeah.
I think he probably tried and she just was like, I don't know what this is.
Ooh, a must answer from our green merdragon Kelly. Do Arnie and Aaron use their massage clasp to sext? We need to know.
So you may have maybe heard my voice when I was reading that in real time with Nassim. No. And my answer is I'm pretty sure Aaron would probably have tried, and Arnadell been like, what are you doing? Like, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And then he probably explained it to her and she was like, does not compute.
Why?
I am uncomfortable with this.
I hope
so
she writes
surprising to me.
in calligraphy a beautiful smut novella.
Yeah.
Bam. Yeah, maybe like Arnadell would probably participate in like smutty fan fiction, but when it comes to like, she's like, why do I need to share verbal words with you about something that I would rather just like do with you in person? Does nothing for me. Does absolutely nothing for me. And she probably made a few attempts to like make him happy, but it's just not natural for her.
Oh, you
I
all
mean,
missed
also when you only have 25 words or whatever.
That shit gotta be concise.
Also, when message spell sends, do you hear their voice in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's like a very limited voicemail.
Yeah.
It's like a 30-second voicemail.
That wipes.
So
it's like it's oh god, what was that thing all the kids liked? Snapchat. It's like
it's a Snapchat.
Snapchat.
blah 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 blah
Which
blah.
has now
Do
been
it to me
replaced with
good, to be
TikTok.
continued. That's what it would be.
My answer is Arnold does not sext with Aaron via message.
I'm out of wine.
Yeah.
But have they tried to?
Yeah. She's not gonna knock it till she rocks
Have they
it,
tried
you know?
to?
Yeah. Of course they did. Aaron's a horny boy, is he not?
I don't know, Celeste, is he not?
I'm sorry. I'm just playing with my photo on as a reaction to all of your comments. So
Why do
yeah.
I feel like I missed something? Oh.
Yeah.
To answer Switz's question from the Discord, do any of you play other tabletop RPGs other than Fifth and Cthulhu? From Switz, yes, we have played many, not on stream of course, but like I myself have played Mage the Ascension, D&D 3.5, Masks. Oh god, so many. Shit, what else?
Yeah.
I honestly haven't played that many, but I did play our friend Greg, who was in our D&D live group.
Glitter.
I played his Magical Girl game, and it was amazing.
Oh, and
so fun.
Craig, we played his superhero Capers. That's a super fun game. Yeah, actually my favorite role-playing game system in general is Mage the Ascension, because I love the very nebulous nature of it, and that your spells and your abilities and everything are determined by your like philosophical paradigm. And I like in having that deep role playing from the onset of making your character, I think is just very cool.
Oh, I wanted to show because I bought glitter heart. Oh, it's so good. It's so cute.
It's the prettiest.
That's
Yeah.
the
I put a link
Magical
to
Girls
it
one?
in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dying to play that. I really would love to play Magical. Sailor Moon is like one of my favorite fucking things in the world, and that's why I couldn't. That's part of my favorite superheroes thing, but it's like all of them.
Yeah, it's so cool.
But of all the other RPGs or tabletop RPGs that I've played, I most of mine are done through streams and stuff like that, and like guesting on other channels and stuff, which I'm really glad that I get to do that because it showed me so many other systems. I don't remember what they're all called, honestly, but
we both played the Dragon Age one.
The Dragon Age one. I actually think that's
played that with
been
Grace.
One of my favorites, because I think just the way the system actually functions is very simple, and it makes a lot of sense to me. So in terms of actual functionality, I really enjoyed that one. But there are other ones like Cthulhu that were just like so much fun and creepy and spooky that I really enjoyed too. I just finished playing what's it called? Blades in the Dark. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I've been dying to try that one.
Yeah. Since I started like actually, designing and writing for a living, I've made a commitment to play as many other games that aren't D&D as possible, because I find it's just the best way to like get ideas and to learn like what works in other systems and like what they're doing better than other games. And like, my dream is one day to make my own game, and the best way to do that is to like see play a bunch of different games and see the parts that work and like don't, and really put that together. I got a chance to play Dungeon Crawl Classics last week with our friend Lex from Dink Dungeons, and that game was bananas. I played a mole person accountant, I believe was my class, and it's like
It's amazing.
because it's sort of like D&D, but on like total apocalyptic steroids, and like just experiencing that and like the way they do spell casting and stuff, and man, yeah, I'm really into playing other games. It helps so much. It helps you be better at D&D to play other games, quite honestly.
Yeah, there are certain ways where every game shines that really makes you stretch your like role playing muscles in a new direction, and being able to have those muscles stretched and pulled and like developed, and then you go back to a system that we're all very familiar with. We're all being very familiar with D&D. It just really opens up your role playing toolbox in a way that you would never get otherwise.
Oh man, I think a while ago somebody asked me what my inspiration for Vlad was. I think I had recently watched Clue. And you know, Tim Curry in Clue, who's just like the awesome butler who knows everything that's happening and, you know, may have done it, whatever. And I was like, oh man, we need a butler like that at the Elysium Keep. So Tim Curry put Vlad in there, but I was expecting him to just be like a background kind of character that never really came up again. And you all loved him so much that I gave him the Barovian backstory and like made him creepy, and then he just kept saying creepier things, and then he became a real character. Because that's sometimes how the best NPCs ever happen.
It's true. It's so good.
You were also asked what your inspiration behind the Corellans was, which I know, but...
Oh, yeah. I think somebody mentioned it in the chat. So the Garth Nix series, oh my god, Sabriel was the first book in that series. Totally inspired that. Like, obviously, there are these awesome people who... use bells to do like necromancy, basically. So it's totally a rip on that idea that I use it with the Fae. So I can't really take credit for that. But like kind of changing it in that direction. And the name Corellin is actually the name of those really big church bells that they hang in bell towers. So it's spelled that way, and that's why they're called that. So,
and ironically, speaking of Tim Curry, he does the audiobooks for the Sabriel. Like
Tim Curry,
Kingdom.
it all comes
so
back
good.
to Tim Curry.
It's ruined me from other audiobooks. It's just so good.
Yeah, that book series is awesome. Also the magic system in that series, just man. Honestly, y'all, I could just tell you in Venture Maidens, the web of like things that have just inspired everything. Oh yeah.
Oh, good fantasy is good.
True that.
Oh, man.
Were there any more Discord cues?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Are your characters inspired at all by characters in other media or people in real life?
Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna be playing more than like 4 episodes. So Farrah was kind of originally built just to be a healer and also do magic because I wanted to fill a gap and be really helpful. And I also wanted to play this class in general. And then I was like, yeah, she's just confident and flirty. And then when I was like, oh God, I have to play her long term, I kind of decided, I'm like, okay, well, she's confident and flirty in some situations and then awkward in others, because I literally used to tell people animal facts for flirting and I'm not actually good at it long term. So I drew visuals what I wanted her to look like after I picked the class. I made a playlist on Spotify and she just kind of grew from there.
Kara is definitely every barbarian and dwarven trope smashed together. Because one of my favorite fantasy races is dwarves. I love dwarves. I think they're so fucking neat, living under the ground and being very logical and very serious and very, kind of neutral and one with the stone and crafting and everything. And I just fucking eat that shit up. But also Kara's voice is inspired by one of my favorite cartoons of all time, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and the neighbor Carl. And the reference
Yeah, you fucked that, Katie.
The reference line that I always draw to mind to like get into like Kara's voice to like warm my voice up is we gotta stop holding hands in fairyland over here.
Yeah.
And with and also
and all of your sweatpants glory.
Oh,
it looks like my pool's tearing ass, but it's standing still.
I thought it was based off of Dr. Girlfriend.
Dr. Girlfriend is also amazing.
Dr. Girlfriend, like Carl is just A distinct difference between Dr. Girlfriend and Carl.
That's true.
And I really
also-
love Carl.
Bless.
I
love
do
Dr.
a very
Girlfriend,
good
too.
meat wad if you ever want to hear that.
I love Meatwad
Yes.
too.
Do
Meatwad.
it now. Do me one
Do it,
now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Oh, rise, chicken, arise, chicken.
Oh, this is exactly how I thought this party was gonna go.
We should do this more often.
I missed the question. I'm assuming what our character inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah, if they're what are the inspirations?
No,
for your
what,
character?
you got that from the meat wad like impression?
No, Nassim
Oh,
filled me in.
Okay.
I was trying to play it cool, okay? I was trying to play it cool.
Okay.
So what's yours?
So what's yours?
Yeah.
I remember specifically before we started broadcasting and we were still talking about it with Celeste, I told Celeste that I was hoping to have a mix up between Hermione Granger and Spock.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you saying that in our. I think
appreciate
it's on YouTube in our intro episode.
When I had like awful hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I said Spock. I mostly stated Spock, but then when I started playing Arnadell, I was like, she's definitely more of like a Hermione. Like I had a hard time like role playing like hyperlogic because I'm not a
Yeah.
hyperlogical person. I'm personally very emotional.
Yeah, I think Arnadell turned out to be pretty emotional, but which is something a type I enjoy. Like when people are like, no, I'm all about the books and stuff, and then they're like, wild moods, and you're like, whoa.
Which kind of segued to being more Hermione because she is very academically like brilliant, but also she's also very emotional. I am personally deeply like very, 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 very emotional.
Yeah, dang, what a sign.
yeah, Cancer.
It's real hard, and my moon's in Virgo, so like just
Oh my
think of
God.
the neurotic.
I think
the
my moon's in
level-
Virgo too.
Yeah, we're neurotic
Yeah.
as fuck, but
We
add
are.
the motion to the
It's
mix.
my secret
My moon
neurotic.
is in Scorpio.
Oh boy,
Oh, that's why we
Sage.
get along so well.
Do you have any grudges against all of us?
So yeah,
God.
Hermione
I've learned to
Granger.
channel that.
To channel.
I have no idea.
I don't
Yeah,
have
I don't know what any of
grudges,
that shit
but I
means.
do continue to
don't care.
remember forever
Yeah.
and keep. And because I'm an Earth sign, not only do I remember it forever, but I keep a running log of all of our
Oh my
interactions.
God.
My moon is in
I do
Pisces.
that
What does
too.
that mean?
You're emotional as
You're
fuck, too.
feeling.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, emotional
Yeah.
AF.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
not
makes
as
Yeah.
emotional as Cancer.
No. I'm
Well, emotional,
Sagittarius
but just as
everywhere
emotional,
else.
just not
So,
as sensitive.
I'm just a fiery bitch who just want to do it myself.
And we love
Surprise!
you for it. Yeah, right. The surprises.
Can
that you
anybody
made.
tell that about me? I don't know.
Do y'all know what your ascendant sign is?
Yeah, double
Let me
Sag,
look at this
baby.
app and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Mine's Gemini.
Hey
Mine's
everybody,
Scorpio.
you are seeing an actual like drunk maidens conversation happening because
Let
it
me go-
always comes back to astrology.
Should I bring that up?
Astrology.
I wish my iPad
bring
wasn't
up that
dead
one
because I
time
would
that
pull
was
up my
so
natal
fucking
chart to
funny.
show
So
you
good.
Yeah.
all.
The game.
But as far as what Kara's sign would be,
I'm still
Kara-
pissed
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Kara is her main sign is a Leo, but
Mm.
her rising is in like Taurus. So you
Oh,
get that like
yeah.
I can see
bold-headed,
Taurus.
bold-headed attitude through and through. That's like
As a
my
Taurus-
way or the highway.
As a Taurus, I can see Taurus.
As a Taurus,
Kara.
I see Taurus. Oh wait, we got
Yeah,
a really.
When I was working in retail, I remember this lady was talking to me. We were having a great time. I was helping her find shoes, and she just randomly was like, "What's your sign?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm a Taurus." And she was like, "Oh, you're bullheaded." And I was like, "Yeah,
Yes, true.
yes, I am very stubborn."
Okay, I saw a question in chat that I really want you all to answer because this is fun for me. Life is Bard asked, if you could switch out your VM party like you can in games of Final Fantasy and Dragon Age, which 3 Venture Maidens NPCs would you pick to accompany you on your mission
I
and
love
why?
that.
So
That's
like,
such a good question.
so it's just you, and so none of the other maidens. You have to pick NPCs for your party. Which 3 do you pick?
like when you swap out in Dragon Age. and you're
yeah,
like,
who's your party?
Oh shit. Okay.
Kristoff,
Yes.
Chance, and fuck.
Of all the NPCs ever, or just at the keep?
All the NPCs ever.
And Randy. I
And
want a
Randy.
druid. I want a druid.
Okay, so Kristoff, you cool. You got your tank. Chance, you got your
and then
rogue, sort of little magic.
rogue, cleric, and then
Randy,
also I
your
want like
druid.
I have healing, but I want other people to have like a little bit of healing.
Mm-hmm.
How
just
many
in case they go
NPCs?
down.
You can pick three.
Three.
Three for your
okay.
party. So it's a party of
3.
4.
Oh shit,
Three,
this is such a good
including ourselves.
question.
Mhm.
Fuck.
It's a good party, Katie.
Thank you. Thank you very
A
much.
little DPS heavy, I think.
That's
Okay.
how I roll, man. Every video game.
We roll.
I have an answer.
Okay, yeah. All right, Britt, go.
You fine bitches. Honestly, like we've been doing real fucking well
You
for
can't
the last like.
pick the maidens. You
You
have
can't
to
pick any other maidens.
NPCs.
Oh, okay. Then I'm sorry.
But
return
that's
to me
very
later.
flattering. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I
for
mean,
that.
no, I was
love
very-
us.
I
I
wasn't
also
trying-
love us.
I was not trying to be flattering. I was being straight up. Like
yeah.
we kind of handle ourselves pretty fucking
Yeah,
well.
it's honestly kind of hard because we haven't. Maybe we have battled with all of them, but I don't quite remember how some of them react in
a
battle.
lot of them were really OP.
But
I
can-
think I have.
You
my
can ask
answer.
me
I think I have
questions if you
But
want.
I think
I'll tell
just
you.
off the top of my head, my answer would probably be Kristoff, Valerius, and Aaron.
I have my answer.
I mean, and it's all different. too,
Aaron
because
took
we
down
play
a
different
dragon by
classes.
himself. I don't know how he did it,
he
but
was not by
Because
himself.
he got fucked by the Raven Queen thinking it was
Yeah.
me.
well, Celeste just said he wasn't by himself. But
He had
still,
his
wasn't.
party.
I'll add him to my party
was
because
the-
a sneaky person is valuable.
My answers are obviously Valerius. I want Valerius on my team.
Yeah, he's rolled
Level 20 wizard.
Um,
Yeah.
I want Valerius, Isolde, and Rem.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Mm.
That'd
Yeah,
be a
you
wanna
don't
spicy
gotta
switch
party.
choose.
everything in your back.
Valerius, Isolde, and Rem are my
Yeah.
answers.
I would pick, so me being the tank, of course, we're good. I would pick Isolde because you always got to have the Healy helpies.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also pick Aaron because you got to have the stabbies. And then, and then as the, especially having the off
hot
tank, I
mess.
would pick, I would probably pick Ravane.
Ooh,
And I
yeah.
feel like they all would have, like, as you know, you're going through and you're running through the fucking hissing wastes. I think they all would have very funny, like, little dialogue things that you can
The banter.
Great banter.
Oh,
That's
Valerius
why
would be
always
great for
the
banter.
Souls, Sarah and
Yes.
Dorian, the queer squad, always had the best
Yeah.
banter.
Valerius is your
funny.
Dorian. Like,
Yes.
come on.
My favorite, my heart and soul Dorian, the
So
best
good.
romance in Dragon Age.
Yeah. I think I've covered I've been trying to cover all the NPC like bases for class. I was just thinking the other day, I don't have any bards in this damn game.
You're the
Wow,
best.
that's so true.
Right?
That's so weird.
Because I play bards constantly and none of my NPCs are bards.
Might I
That's
say,
so
damn
funny.
good bards.
Thank
The
you.
best bards.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I
Even
was
on our thing for
Yeah.
that Sage ran, amazing bards.
The College of Eloquence. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great bard class, and she was a great character.
We do have a secret podcast of Theros episode that we are going to share whenever I get some free time. Probably after the D&D block party is over, because that's eaten my life. But damn, that was a good episode.
That was really good.
I'm glad you all had fun. I had a good time running it and writing it. I
Oh.
think the magic plane of Theros is
Um,
so fucking great, and I can't wait to
Yeah.
come up with something to bring that world to life.
Yeah. Though I also reading through the book, I was like, wow, you stole that idea from me and that idea from me. Just because Greek stuff. But they didn't. That's just Greek mythology. that's fair for all of us to use. But
I
I
really want to know what Nassim and Brittany are talking
Yeah.
about over there.
Oh my god.
This is
So
very
they're in the
lovely to
same
watch.
room, which we're very jealous of. But wow, no, it's getting spicy. Wow, look at Nassim's spicy eyes.
Yeah, I know, man. I
Oh,
want to
wow.
be there.
I want to be in that
What's
room.
happening?
No.
Guys,
Oh my
alright.
God.
Ooh, this is a really interesting question from one of us.
People are like, Randy and Gidget. Nobody could put Gidget on their team.
Ooh.
Aaron was on everybody's team. Oh no, except yours, Katie.
No, not mine. Low key, and it might
Gotta
just
have a
be because I
stab.
don't like playing artificers. It's just not my favorite class.
Mm.
I mean, Gidget's probably one of my favorite NPCs. I'm so sad that ship sank, but I just don't like playing artificers that much.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a personal vendetta against the class, honestly.
Fair enough.
Oh yes.
Hmm.
A neat question from Twitter.
Oh.
I want to know if you've thought about decolonizing D&D, and if so, how you all have approached that, both as a player and as a DM. And I thought, especially since Celeste, you being a writer for D&D,
Yes.
I imagine you have great many thoughts on this.
Yeah. I love what's happening right now with D&D. The conversations about making, especially like race, no longer part of the equation for math, which is fucking awesome. It's really interesting and totally new in our world of fantasy, where like Tolkien said orcs are this, and hello, we're still here. It's been decades and decades and decades of that bullshit, and I am really excited for that to be removed. And I've always been of the persuasion that your backstory should mean way more than the numbers on a piece of paper. I let all the maidens do crazy shit all the time, and I always am constantly asking them to let me get away with crazy shit too. So just getting away from that and focusing more on building a backstory based on where you were born and your parentage and your life experiences and what you want for your character, I think is very, very fucking cool. And I'm really excited to be writing for D&D as we make these changes. Not that I actually work for Wizards of the Coast, but I'm gonna get in there.
You can do it.
I'm gonna storm that tower. So,
Hell yeah.
huzzah!
Basically, don't let numbers get in the way of a good fucking story.
Hell yeah! Hell
Because
yeah!
I really want to not be a min-maxer. I really want the story to be more, but like I love combat in D&D. I think it's so fun, and to be I find myself I just can't not pick a race because I want that +2,
Yeah.
like and it's hard. Like if I'm gonna be playing a character long term, I want to, if it's a one shot, I might just go like, okay, I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do. So that actually tickles me. Like
Yes.
Yes. I mean, that's honestly one of the reasons why I chose Kara as to be perfectly honest, why I chose Kara as a mountain dwarf is because it was between half-orc and mountain dwarf. But mountain dwarfs get a +2 to strength and a +2 to con, and I was like,
gotta do
I'm
that.
sorry, that's legitimately better.
Yeah.
Kara could have almost a half-orc.
Wow.
I mean,
thinking about how
either way, she would have been Carl, and she
eventually would have become Carl. But yes, like I think Gabe James Games has the really wonderful thing that I downloaded that uses class-based modifiers instead of race.
Yeah.
And I think that's a wonderful direction to go. Tying back to DM-nastics of when you and Neil had the episode about monolithic races and cultures.
Yeah.
Like thinking about when you're planning to play a game and think about like, all right, if you're going to have a culture that's a monolith, like think about reasons why are they that way?
Mm-hmm.
What about those people who don't want to be a part of that? And what does that look like? And if you, in just making really conscious choices about the cultures that are represented in your games.
Yeah. Yeah. If you like Venture Maidens, you're probably a fan of like, fucking throw rules out the window. Like sometimes they're old and archaic and don't work for your stories. We tell stories our way, and we always have, and we're here at 1 million downloads, so I don't know.
I'm just saying.
We're doing something right.
So I don't know. Oh no, am I flipping off white men? I don't know. Oh, weird.
Yeah, I think the best thing about these games is the fact that the whole point is to escape reality. It's all rooted in escapism. But I actually read an article today about like how oppressive systems in our real world are like subtly entered into, and also not so subtly entered into the games that we play, our fantasy games that are meant to escape our world. So how do you also escape that within the actual game you're playing? But I mean, those things are really just kind of guidelines, and even then, it's stupid. Why would I want a guideline for a fantasy world? The whole point is creativity and creating your own world and your own story and adventure and characters and all those things. I don't want the same world I'm in right now. So the whole point is, let's bring a diverse crowd together, create whatever the fuck you want, and play it as creatively as you want. Yes. And that's always the way I try to play.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want that makes you happy.
I mean, and I really hope, you know, I do spend a lot of time thinking about, like, why our show persists the way it does, because there are 1 million actual play D&D podcasts, probably more than that. But we keep going. We're here 5 years later. A lot of those podcasts, like, I was listening to some statistic that was like most podcasts put out 3 episodes and then go dead. It's like 98% of all published podcasts have not updated an episode in the last like 2 years. And so that kind of persistence that I mean, it's a huge amount because of all of you and all of you being here and enjoying the story and participating. And I mean, whenever I get tired or stressed or whatever, I can think about all of you out there who want to hear this story, and it means so much to all of you and you all as the players. It just lights a fire under my ass every single time. Every Wednesday for 5 years, you're the fire under my ass, just burning. And it feels so good. It's so toasty. God. Like a marshmallow. My ass is a marshmallow with your love.
Poetry.
Toasted by your love.
Okay, all right, Cage, if you're listening right now, this is another cross stitch that I want in addition to flying by the seat of my date. You're the fire under my ass for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh God, those are wedding vows.
That toasts my marshmallow. It's you got to get the marshmallow in there, otherwise it's just mean.
That wish is what brings us here today.
Today.
It'll be a picture of a marshmallow, and then underneath it'll say, "You've been the fire under my ass for the last 5 years."
Oh, good. Yes. Yep.
That's like what I wish would have happened in the Notebook when he shows up.
I'm the perfect tanned marshmallow because the way you roasted me slowly over 5 years until I was just so perfect and gooey at the center. And I'm so ready. I'm so ready to be smashed between those crackers and melted in the chocolate of your love. Eat me, please. I love you. I want to write your movie.
This is why BioWare should hire Celeste to write Dragon Age novels.
Oh.
Just me and your face and the marshmallow. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh.
Celeste, you're the best boyfriend I never had.
You know. Just want to date you all.
I wasn't engaged, girl.
Truly the story of our times.
Guys, I put on makeup.
Yeah, guys, stop it. I'm out of wine. Hang on. I'm not out of wine. There's more wine in the fridge.
Oh, get it.
Oh my God, I have to pee so badly, and if I keep laughing, I'm gonna pee my pants.
Okay, wait, give us a question before you leave stage, and then we'll start.
Okay. Let's see here.
But don't pee your pants.
Okay. Would you rather fight 10 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? I will leave you with this.
I I'm definitely gonna say 10 duck-sized horses playing an AoE character. That seems like it's gonna be my best bet for survival. A horse can fuck me up, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Somebody clipped it. Thank you. The perfect marshmallow. Oh, Cage, you beautiful human. Thank you.
You're back. I'm gonna trade out and get more booze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna watch this tomorrow at 9 a.m. before I start work and remember why I write Dungeons and Dragons. Everybody. Are you all doing secrets again?
No, we're just looking at questions that got ignored.
Oh no.
No, maxed out. He asked about doll making for Arnadel, so
Yes.
I'm just I'm sharing his Instagram with
I'm literally
Brittany.
Oh my god.
I'm literally answering this now directly.
Yeah, if you all haven't seen, we have an incredible venturer named Maxed Out across social media who is making dolls of the Venture Maidens, and oh my god, Mac, you are so fucking talented. Like, oh god, like threading the hair and like making the clothes and everything that goes into it. You all have to check out, the Instagram and the Twitter. God, you all are so talented.
Oh, and Max is one of our $50 a month patrons, and it is a pleasure getting to play with him and our other $50 patrons every month.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
wow.
Yes, I run a monthly campaign for our $50 patrons, and it is a fucking blast. Right now we are playing a campaign that takes entirely in place of the city of Baldur's Gate, where they all live in the outer slums, and they're all just trying to do what's right to defend their neighborhood, and it's gotten them into some weird places.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate is a weird city. Oh man. I'm wondering if I can show that dice actually. How do makeup people do this?
It's so cute.
Oh, it's not in focus.
It's not in focus, but it's still sparkly.
Can you see the venture? Oh man, I'm really excited about
Cover
this.
up the whole screen with that yellow piece.
But then I can't.
And then hold
see
it very steady.
But then I can't. Girl, would you? I've 3 glasses of rosé. What are you? What do you think I am? Oh my God, Katie, why are you doing this to me again?
Because it's the cutest bottle opener.
It's not. It's horrible. That's from.
How dare you? It's from my beloved.
How dare you?
Oh, also, I'll just shout this out right now. I now officially have a Ko-fi, and you can literally hire me to run games.
Oh
for
my
you.
God, link it. Link it in the chat. Hire us to run games for you.
Links.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
It's still focusing on your face. You gotta cover your face.
So pretty.
You cover your face. I'm Alan Quartermain from
Was that the last
the League of
trivia
Extraordinary
question that you
Gentlemen.
did?
God damn it! I can't. What?
Is that what? Did we just do the last trivia question? Is that what that
Oh
was?
no. we
No,
haven't.
I just found them on my desk and I forgot to hold them up before. But it really didn't make a difference because I can't hold my hand steady. All right. Oh, A.
Shall
Nickel
we?
just
It
said
is-
something nice about us. What drew me to Venture Maidens was how real the relationship is between the players and the fun you have while playing. The role-playing is exceptional and the story phenomenal and the world wonderful. It's exactly what D&D should be. Oh my God.
Wow.
Thank you.
I want that
Thank
tattooed on me.
Huh.
Mm.
That's so
I mean,
sweet.
like, that's so nice too, because like when we started, I mean, we were all close in different ways, but all not necessarily close with each other. Like Britton, Sage knew Celeste, and I knew Celeste separately from them, but I'd already met them both like individually, but we were really close. We definitely got close through the game. And it was interesting that like you're playing someone else, but also have very brief moments together as yourself to learn how that other person is and reacts and behaves and their sense of humor and all that stuff. So it was a learning curve, but it was kind of amazing that we managed to put a story together and play together from almost nothing right away, but we had like Celeste as this glue that brought us all together, and we were all just kind of happy to have that. And yeah, I don't know. I think it just helped, I guess, but it took some time. But it's still nice that it comes through in the story and the way we play. That those relationships developed with our characters and with each other almost simultaneously.
Really.
And I gotta say too, like I had never spoken to Nassim, Sage, or Brittany when I started this, only Celeste. So like I have really bad social anxiety. So I was very nervous to start. And like if every single fucking game table that you went to was like starting a game with these ladies, like the world would be a better place and a more open place for everybody to be accepted in tabletop gaming, because from day one, they were like, it's fine. Don't worry. We're so happy to have you. Like, we're so happy to play this game and share these memories with you. And I was like, thank you. And it's just been such a magical experience, because it's hard to start a game with people that you like don't really know. It's hard to start a conversation with people you don't really know. So I like, if you would have asked me when I first started, like before I played game one, if I would still be here and feeling the way that I do about the rest of the people that I'm playing with here today, I'd feel like, oh no. I'm just gonna like help out and like kill some people and then I'll just be back there. Like
I mean,
but no, it's really something special on this show for sure.
Yeah. A lot of people you can hire me on Ko-Fi if you would like to get consulting on your podcasts or games. And a big question that people always ask me is like, how do you get a cast? Like, how do you pick a cast of people that are going to be great for your podcast? And hands down, every time I say, don't cast individual people. You have to cast as a team. You have to put people together with people that you know are going to fucking rock it and support each other and work as a team, because D&D is not about one person. It's not about a great, DM leading things down. You can have a great DM. You can have a shit bag of players and it all falls apart. You can have amazing players and a horrible DM and it all goes to pieces. You can have one bad player and one great player and it just doesn't work. For Venture Maidens, I just feel so incredibly lucky that I had these people in my life that I knew all of you together in a room would just make fucking magic. And I knew that with you, Katie, too. I was like, hey, like, that's why I invited you onto the show. And I knew within one episode that you were probably going to be here forever. Like, when you came on as a guest, the magic was palpable. You, as a dungeon master, when you sit down and you see this kind of thing happen, that is special, and that is magic and amazing. It had nothing to do with me. I happened to get you here at the table, and when you did the sparks, it was like... It was the way whoever invented electricity must have felt when they lined up circuits and they flipped the thing and it went, whoa! And like, you're like, whoa, that's science, bitch.
Bitch, like, you're gonna make me cry.
Whoa, it's science, bitch.
I remember too, I was like, so like, what? When you asked me, and I kind of like, the reason I felt kind of like, okay, I can do this is because when we were playing on Nerd Immersion together, our characters had literally screamed at each other like this session before, and I was like, well, she might hate me now, but
no.
And then you were like, hey, do you want to play the game? And I was like, oh.
It's being able to go there, having games where you can have real conversations and you can fight and you can grow and live as real people would in the game. That's
exactly.
That's
Adventures
amazing.
are real people,
yes,
with real feelings and ties and connections, and that needs to be explored more. And that's what makes the game interesting, is inhabiting your character's mindset and experiencing what they're going through. And oh man, that's where the meat is.
Yeah, like it's not, honestly, well, it probably makes for fast going through a campaign, if everybody's the same type of alignment, it ain't juicy. You know? If you want to just fight a lot of the same stuff and you want to be in full agreement, hell yeah, I'll be good aligned. I'll feel the same thing. And like, yeah, combat's fucking fun. I love fighting in D&D. But if you want like the RP aspect to be real spicy, like throw in some different alignments, have disagreements, and fight, and then go out for drinks after the game. Like, it's the shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, and well, we're tooting our own horns because, you know, it's our 1 million download party. I feel like Venture Maidens has really moved beyond things like alignment and like class restrictions and all those things, you know, people complain about with D&D, the rules being this way and that way and this way. I think what makes our show so special is that it never feels like, honestly, it doesn't really feel like D&D a lot of the time. It's there as a base, but our story always takes precedent, and that's why people are here. And I think that's D&D at its best, when you see the story and the rules are like a thing that exists somewhere in the base. But I mean, that's me blowing my own horn. I'm saying I think our show is unique and special because it's true, and that's how we do things. And
the rules aren't what matter.
Yeah,
we could play any rule set, and it would still just be playing us together, friends, being on the same team, and rooting for each other. But you know,
yeah, I completely agree. And also, toot toot, motherfucker, blow that horn. Like
1 million downloads. Fuck yeah.
I love people being proud of what they do.
You know, we have been on the top 100 like tabletop gaming podcasts for like 3 years now, in the top 100. Whoa! We don't have a crazy budget like Critical Role. We don't have professional comedians like Dungeons and Daddies or the one-shot roll fuckers or whatever. Like, you know, those people who jump to the top of the charts and they have like 10 episodes, and because they're all famous people. We don't have any of that, and we're here tooth and nail. Just real people killing it.
Hire Celeste to make games and write things for you.
But let's do this.
Also hire me to be in your show because I'm not gonna have a job in a few months.
Dude,
So
hire Nassim for everything. I already hired you for a show, or I would hire you for another show.
Yes, you did.
But I can't talk about that yet. It should be announcing soon. Everybody, Nassim and I are going to be in a very cool thing. Happening soon.
That's very cool.
I don't even know.
I don't know. I can't even keep up with what
hire everyone for everything.
Yeah.
I love everybody on this show just deeply in my heart.
Cheers.
I am cheersing with a dog in my arms.
Oh, sweet baby.
Oh, cheers me with Lucy.
Cheers.
Oh, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
Cheers. Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Someone bought me a coffee.
Yay! Oh my gosh! Thank you all.
Thank you.
Oh, I know. We probably need
Like,
to.
even I gotta say, like, I'm very cheap, okay? And so I like, as far as hiring everybody here today, like, I fucking myself, my friend Celeste, who I talk to all the time, I hired her to help me with my campaign that I DM every now and then for my friends that are in Michigan, and delicious.
I love this game. I love talking about this game. You all are great. Man, this was a very freaking cool. I'm glad we got to do this and take some time to just gush
do it
and
more.
You know,
especially after last episode.
Yeah. It's going to be tough to come back.
I
mean, I'm excited to come back. I really am. Saya's gonna be clawing for information, that's for sure.
I ran into the next room and told my partner what happened. I was like, can you believe that Kara and Fair just hooked up? And he was like, no way. And I was like, yes. And it was exactly like soap opera, like
you get up, you get a drink, and
it was
you
like
come back and
I just watched that new True Blood, and you know that werewolf did that thing to that vampire.
Yeah.
I've never watched True Blood, sorry, but that's how I imagine it would go.
Yeah, honestly, Carl showed up and like I wasn't expecting it like specifically to happen then, but I was like also generally not surprised. I was like, yes, this was meant to happen.
It was time.
It was written in the stars.
I was like, to be honest, if that had been on in another situation, the fireworks would have started again.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Cool, kids. We've been at it for like 2.5 hours, so we should probably close out. But thank you, everybody, seriously, so much for being here, for celebrating with us. We definitely needed this space to just, celebrate. And, we love this show. 5 years, again, longest relationship I've ever had. Never regretted a single second of it. And I'm so excited for everything we have to come. And God, I couldn't pick a better party to be with. So thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you guys for getting us here. Thanks for celebrating with us. This was a lot of fun.
To all of our fans, we love you.
We love you so much. Genuinely love you so much.
Shit. Well, hi everybody. I'm Celeste Konowich. I will always be your dungeon master.
I'm Brittany Quintero, and I'm always going to be your Moon Elf Warlock Arnadel of Dill.
Bold move. If we do a second campaign. Hell yeah.
Arnie's back. Elves live for a long fucking time, okay? I'm Katie. I typically play your tiefling sorceress Fairvalen, but today I'm your moved on to beer broad, Katie Budabin.
Yeah.
And I'm Nassim, typically your human monk, Sayanor. Tonight, double fisting it, actually triple fisting it with glass of wine, some White Claw, and a dog in my hands.
That's a good
Nice.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
And I'm Sage. And I have my sidecar. I am your corny cleric, Cara Brunhilde.
Oh my God, you guys. We love you all
Also
so
known as
much.
Sage.
Oh, thank you all for being here for 5 years, for supporting us, for loving us. Fuck, should we just do a venture away? Okay. Until next time. Venture away! Venture away!
That was the good one.
Ooh, venture away. We felt it. Goodbye.
Happy million. Thank you guys so much.